Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube land. Let me just bring this down. Sorry for the delay of episodes, and the reason I brought it down to short is you're about to see why this thing's chugging a little. Our engine is up to full capacity. I've filled all of them and started doing things, and it really started making noise, if that makes sense. But they also started to overheat due to our triangular capacitator, so I've added some upgrades. Some iron pipes to, send that one-way pipage, I guess. Yeah, that's what you want to call it. So now that our water only goes one way, we don't have it looping back and through the gold pipes. We have also installed another thing, which I'm about to show you. And when I say we, I mean me, but, I've been, it's us, guys. It's you and me and Jazz and this beast. Now, these are sucking pumps, unlimited water. There is a way, so we don't have to directly rely on the river. These all have iron and a bit of gold piping to increase capacity and all that jazz. So these are flowing into the back half of our thing, cooling it down, but we still are having a few problems with it overheating. So what I think the problem is because it all connects like a frame. They weren't getting into, so all the water would be here when it needs to be over there, and that's why I added the iron pipes, because now once it goes through there and this is full, it'll just head around to there. So I'm going to finish up my iron pipes once we get a bit more on that done. But I've also installed this. I forgot to show you. This is may not be much, but for me this is a lot. I'm hearing mobs. Might have my sword equipped. A ladder. This ladder's been so helpful. And a quick little thing I found out too is this can make my thing explode, but watch the power rise. It works better when my generator's full, but see how that rises? That'll eventually explode, but see how it shoots off, and you'll see it in the distance there. Yeah, so generators can't loop on themselves. Now here's what we're working on at the moment, is our giant refinery, which is starting to pump at a better rate. Not the best, but a better rate nonetheless. And this is another thing. I'm working on an automated cactus pushing pimper 3000 to what we're going to do is there'll be obsidian pipes underneath these, so they'll fall into those and then go into a grinder, and eventually, because the other one, Buildcraft, I don't know too much about, but I know that we can make biocells, so that's our goal there. I just don't know when, how, what, why, who will be doing this. Oh, more uranium. We got a fair amount of uranium. So that's a very good thing and a good merit, because there's never enough of that. So let's look here. There's a few mobs outside. I don't even... Oh god. Hold up, I'll just handle this. You talking to me? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. And he's gonna get the shock of his life. Yeah, mini Uzi. What now, bitches? Oh god, his brothers are come. Now pistol whip him. Pull out my sword. Yeah. We got a few creepers here. These will be fun. They always are. Yeah, I saw you, yeah. See, he took cover. He was smart, this one. Shit, I got flanked. There we go. We're starting to rake in a bit of niceness, if that's the way to put it. A bit of stuff, bit of sniff, bit of experience. So we'll eat our The reason I haven't been recording is because I've been doing a lot to get things majorly built, because I don't like recording when I'm building because I think it's just boring for you guys. So instead I decided to just build off cam, but it took me a long time to get all this going and flowing and pumping, and it's a very difficult thing. You should see when it's full. This thing pulses like stuff, like big pulsy stuff. So you probably will get it. You'll see that eventually. But that's way down the line. So we're gonna just quickly take a nap here. Oh, there's monsters nearby. We're not going to take a nap, but we have a block of gold and a wand of summoning. And shouts out to I can't remember your name. You know who you are. You said don't use obsidian. It will spawn a random village. I haven't tested this, but I'm glad this has been brought to our attention, because if we had had a random village, that would have been very pain in the ass. But thank you. And you have mostly voted for Normans or Japanese, and I'm going to go Japanese just because, well, they're fucking badass. Who doesn't want Japanese villages? And there's a lot of cool. I like Japanese architecture. Norman, yeah, whatever. But I see more value in Japan than anywhere else. So we'll shut our beastie offline. Actually, no, we'll just turn it on quickly. Make sure that all water's going to them. This is good. This is welcoming news. It's good to see that these are all full. I swear to Christ, if there's something under here. I keep hearing hostile mobs. Alright, so we'll quickly just whack a torch down. I had a problem before, and while I was off screen with talking to Brody, we thought it'd be a good idea to put steam engines down here and run it off coal, and that would, internally pump more into this. We thought that's a great idea. We could pump as much water as we want at high speeds. And then they started going red, which almost caused a meltdown, which could have been catastrophic in the long term of things. My chest is starting to get quite full with cobble, and this is not a worrying sign, but I've started preparing and building more chests because we're going to need them. It's very messy here, actually. A lot of our equipments and items. So we've got our Dillion. Got all our jazz. We'll just go onto the rooftop and probably see some hostilities there. Let's think. We got ooh, hello, an Enderman. Not going to look at him. See, once this is done, this will look great, but it's very ugly. I'll call it. It's cobble. It's not right. It's not how it should be. But what can we do about it? Honestly, I'm not going to tear this place apart just to put it with something looking nicer. Has crossed my mind though. Has crossed my mind. So I hear things burning. This is good. Let's just up the render distance here. We'll put it on fast. I'm feeling it. Nothing PC can handle it. The reason I've been fluctuating is because when that generator's turned on, it chugs a lot of frame rate with moving water and constant electricity, and oh god, this fuckwit. Yeah, he's dead. That Enderman isn't burning. That's a oh fuck. He's seen me. Oh. Let's get this out and spread out our water. Didn't bring any buckets. That ain't good. Shit. Is he running at me? Yeah, I think he is. Oh god. I'm a little concerned because these things eat souls. And very quickly. So I need to make sure I stay absolutely away from them. So I've made a bit of a mess here. No, I'm fucking with you, I wouldn't do that. Shit. Yeah, let's head away. It made me think, where are we going to put this Japanese village once you started saying that? And in Japanese culture, I sort of wanted it snowy or a nice autumny forest, but that is definitely not the case, as we will probably have to build them somewhere over here. This has gone to the shit. We had a giant airplane strip, but our planes are at the moment not very... we're not building at the moment. We will, but not instantly. And I want to have the Japanese village far away enough so that I don't have a problem if they do expand. We want them to be close enough to render online, but not too close. So I think it'll be just around here. So expect major frame rate dippage when I try and put this down and spawn a village. I haven't really checked the surrounding area. Oh, and I'm glad I did. That's very nasty. That's a nice ravine. That looks fantastic. That's great. Now, I'm going to be sprucing this village, and I don't mean that as making it look nice, I mean physically spruce it. We're going to put a lot of resource into it, and it might become the dominant village, so we'll quickly, you know, Bakumara. So that's our boy. Let's see what we get, shall we? A giant lag dip. Oh, I'm stuck inside something, or something's gone horribly wrong. Oh, God. Oh dear, where am I? I can't exactly tell. Alright. Oh! Oh, look at it! That's pretty tits, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty cool. So they have a bad relationship with pretty much everyone. This is not good. And they're naked, so that's not good either. Paper. They use paper a fair bit. They also do rice. Udon, don't know what that is. Probably some sort of sex jelly. Hopefully though, these people will be very good for us. So this isn't really a military village which we planned. It's sort of a basic village per se. So, you know, that's what we want. We want a capital here, and then we'll spread around and build more Japanese. And oh, look, we kept the one, so we can build more, but just not instantly. I'd imagine. I don't think there'd be a point in building another few villages instantly. So what we'll do is we'll fund this one for a little while, and then maybe build the military village, and yeah. So we'll head over here where our thingamabobby should be. It's quite nice actually, this village. Like look, they're already up to advanced farming in large numbers of things. They can feed themselves, they can rely on themselves. Yeah, they're using dirt, but they're using some sort of wood paper-esque sort of mojo capaciting wood stuff building structure, but you know, the Mayans are... The only advantage with the Mayans starting civilization defenses is stone. Because not that it comes at default, but, you know, it's one of their... But their buildings are built quite strong. And thank you to the guy that commented about what plots do. I appreciate that. And to everyone that commented Sage on one of the other videos, that's much obliged. So, oh god. So we have a Japanese village over there now. I've just, it's, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to clear all this shit out. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but, you know, I don't like the old NPC village. It's just ugly. In a terrible, mother-loving, children skull crush way. Let's put all our jazz in here. Alright, so these are pretty full. These are up to limit. Ooh, creepy music playing. Really creepy music playing. So we'll take as much cobble as we can fit. Yeah, I'll give up all this shit for a bit more cobble. We're going to absolutely make their day. They'll shit themselves when they see that I've got this pumping straight to them and they're on the forefront of technology. Shall be good. So we'll put that in there. Do the old switcheroo with that there, you there. Few deniers here. Maybe put our magic wand back there. No more coinage. Let's go. Let's sell. Let's start this village. Let's get them pumping out some of the most industrial things we can find. Now this giant wooden thing over here was originally going to be a huge, and when I say huge, automatic cactus farm, I mean it's half the size, it probably is to the size of my actual factory. And the idea of this would be the same with the biocells, but that's a future project. There's a lot of unfinished stuff we need to do in this game, this mod. So we'll head up here. Felt like yesterday we had our first World War II guns on this and we were at the other house, which I do miss, but you know, we'll go there when we can. Oh god, my knees. Where's town square? Little Hiroshima here. No, we're not going to have these guys bombed. Let's see, they sell wood. They buy a lot of this, which is good, because we'll gladly sell that to them. They buy stone for a fair amount. That's pretty good. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean. It's 3 times cobble, which could be effective if you have the coal. Then why would you waste coal on? Well, we need an electric furnace, but then we need those generators. So once we settle our main thing, then we'll start working on the other mod where it's all fancy and that stuff. So they're upgrading Kodachi to the northwest, which I'd imagine would be like over here or up there or somewhere. Probably up here, I'd imagine. Could be there. It's not a very nice place to have your because see, from this angle it looks like, oh, it's just a little deep pit, but then you're here and it's a death drop. So we should make our way to our own house in this and then do stuff from there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't know what that is. Don't know what this is either. This is part of that ravine, I'd imagine. Looking very schmick. Oh, there's my recipe book, which is coming in handy. Lost my other one in that creeper attack you saw in the last video. It was very slimy and conniving about the whole deal. Oh, zombies spawning. We'll have to quickly make it to our house in order to survive. I'll charge this one head on. Oh god. So we're trying to get back to the factory without any harm caused to anything. Although we do want this teared down, but that's another time, another talk. Chews up a lot of my hunger bar fucking sprinting. But we have that food at our disposal, thank God. So we'll quickly do this. Now I've got an idea that revolves around a few things we've done. Put all these up here. Oh God. Well, this is obviously saving chunks. 1 second, ladies and gents. Back to our talk of mystical elves and bitter bugs and beans and what's going on in our mine. Oh dear, no, what I was doing was this. I remember. Sorry, yes, I'm a little senile, I swear. So we'll move all this up. Get all the buckets in here. There's a reason I've got all these buckets. Obviously, but I'm going to show you that in just 1 second. The reason I installed that ladder over there is a quick way from here to there without stairs. The stairs just piss me off. I don't know, something about them. See, our fuel goes down pretty quickly with each bucket, which is a sad thing, but it's what happens. We'll just pump a few of our machines full of the fine looking Mountain Dew fuel, which is good because I like that this stuff looks yellow like Mountain Dew. It makes me feel like I need a refill of Mountain Dew. I don't know, I'm hungry and I'm a little peckish at the moment. Putting this in here. These machines are still... Some of them I had to just put the excess buckets in, some of their stuff in. So we'll probably do another 1 or 2 runs and then switch the machine on. I'll show you some of the great power that comes with this beast. Like, it's a thick line that it offers us of electricity. It doesn't slow, like, it never slows down. Everything's on 24/7. You could probably hook up like 5 mines to this machine and it'd be going at a pretty decent speed. And just to have one selfish machine digging is what we like. We like to treat our machines well. So that one needed filling. And then we'll fill the rest of these little... And 1 bucket of fuel surprisingly lasts a long time. And the reason I don't do mining episodes much anymore is because unless I'm, need to go out there for something, I just sit here and monitor the machine and make sure it doesn't overheat. And that may sound boring, but it actually gets quite intense sometimes. You know, I have a error here and a generator explodes there, and then we got fires and crazed menace drug dealers with flamethrowers burning your street down. I don't know, I'm watching too many movies. Let's grab this. And that should be enough to power the my beastie on for a fair while. So I'm going to get the last of it in, cram it in there the way it should, and pray to God that my new water solution is working, because we do not want any more overheating. We want to be able to just fill these up with fuel and leave it on for maximum, like, you know, until we need to refuel it again. And another thing is we need all that fuel to be able to do this, so we may have to reroute power every now and again. Here it is. This is not even like when it's green. You should see when they actually get warmed up. But even then, look at that thick line of power right there. Doesn't that say it all? So that should, you know, that's a pretty good speed. 1, 2, 3, about 3 blocks. You know, 2 blocks a second almost, I'd imagine. It's going at those speeds. This is pumping more of our good liquid nectar, sweet, juicy, gooey stuff in, which is what we need. And, yeah, we have that Japanese village. I spend way too much time here when we should be focusing more on the villages, but for some reason I don't. And I don't know why. And that village is inactive from here. Fuck. So, I mean, they're frozen from here, not inactive. Silly words. I don't know what this pipe's connected to, actually. Oh, yes. Fuel. Creeper. Oh god, he's near the power lines. That's not good. This is not good at all. This is how I mine, ladies and gentlemen. This is the future of mining in Minecraft. I'll show you what sort of errors we face. Once they heat up, then we start getting risks associated, because then this water starts to drain, but until then it's holding pretty damn well. It's looking quite good for its age. I mean, what? Did you see how that water went see-through, and then it, like, yeah, see, like, there it's see-through, and then there it's a solid again? Never noticed that. Do 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 dun 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 do 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 dun 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 do 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 do. It was needed. Wasn't unnecessary, wasn't over the top or exaggerated. What do we have to do? I need you guys, because I'm just going to be doing more of these daily things, like just, you know, cleaning my engines and adding fuel. I need you guys to give me a goal. What do you guys want to see next? What's the what is the next right step for 2620 single player series on mods with Minecraft? This may be a little boring, but you know, I'm not running out of ideas. God no, I'm like the thing that keeps on giving. So you guys come up with the ideas, because they're what I want to hear. Do you want me to you know, I don't know, you guys tell me. I'm not out of ideas, I just don't want to share them, that's all. I never, yeah, and that stuff. So, I think we'll call this an episode, and I'm gonna let this power biscuit pelican flipper talk continue while it pumps energy to our mine. Oh, I just need to go check the findings, because the amount of cobble and shit that this thing pumps out is ridiculous. And I say that in a good way, because, you know, this thing just gives, and we can double all this once we get one of those macerators. And then that's it. I think we win once that happens. Nah, but seriously. So ladies and gents. Oh, it's green. Good. This is good news. So we'll catch you later. Drop your comments on what you want to see. Goodbye. Ladies and gents, just a quick thing there that popped up. I think it's the Japanese are now very hostile with the Pippa War. I'll keep you updated, and I will go into an instant record if things do happen, but in the meantime, I'm just quickly building a few gold ingots because I'm going to increase the amount of refineries I have to get more oil pumping into the beast. Let's just quickly monitor it. I know I said I was gone, but yeah, stuff needed to happen. Let's make sure these are all... This is probably one of the best I've seen because all the water's going directly where we want it to, so this is very good news. Very good news indeed. So I'll leave yous to it while I'm here designing the new refineries. Enjoy.